garage. This is my weekend. I am not feeling 100%, but we're going to do this. And this is like one thing I do is I set myself a challenge before I work out, so it makes the workout more fun. And I really like to do that. Motivates me to go to the gym and beat myself as opposed to just go work out. So I set myself a goal. The goal today is going to be 100 kilos, so 225 pound squat. We're going to do 100 reps. It's a lot, I'm scared. But I need to get some volume on the legs. I need to stay up my arms a little bit. I'm going to do a big core section on my new mat. So I'm going to do a big ab workout, probably in between. But the goal of the session is 100. Okay, we're not going to go straight off. Warm up though first because it's cold. We're in the garage. Dad, you have any questions? Ask me. My dad's going to film and he'll maybe ask them to you or shout them back to me. So let me just do this. Oop, nearly dropped it. Nearly dropped you guys. Alright, let's flip it.
You flip?
No, flip it. Sorry guys, yeah, good ball. There you go. Alright, warm up, we're gonna go. Thrusters. Got my dumbbells. Oh yeah. My hands are cold. We're gonna do punch bag. So 30 seconds heavy bag. We're gonna do squat thrusters 30 seconds. And we're gonna do dish rocks 30 seconds. I'm just trying to find my boxing gloves. Because last time I got blood everywhere, so. Any boxing gloves? Nope. I guess I'm not wearing boxing gloves. Where are they?
Over there.
They're over here.
Over there.
And they're bronze. I've already shown my hand with in there. I just saw them. Alright, well it doesn't matter. You got a timer up there?
But yeah, work on it.
Are they here? I hit them. There we go. So 30 seconds, dish rocks. Can you see me? 30 second dish rocks, 30 seconds thrusters, 30 seconds heavy bag. Let's get warm. Save my legs for the challenge. Alright, we're going to go thrusters. Are you ready?
Yeah, begin.
Let's go. You film it, yeah? Come on, back. Alright, go. Huh? Done? Can't hear you. What the? Oh.
IP Fit Fund sent a request to be in your live video.
No.
15.
Hoppa! Definitely warm.
Go.
Raise the heels, raise the knees a little bit, You have bad flexibility.
$15. 25. Stop. Go.
Oh, boxing. It's a really hard sport. Oh yeah. It's burning.
25. Stop.
One more round. This exercise, when you roll, make sure you roll the whole back. Don't arch the back. Very important. Shit.
Let's go.
Ah.
15. Stop.
Guys, if you have any questions, you can ask. My dad asked me.
He said if you've got any questions, ask and I'll read them out. He can't get his breath. Go.
Oh shit. Yeah. Dear, dear. Oh.
Go.
Oh fuck. I'm breathing.
Keep going. 25. Stop.
Fuck. Whoa.
You pause, use back direction.
Are you shitting me? Fucking hell, Cox. Unfucking believable. No look.
No.
What was that video? Oh, back on. Sorry guys, the internet sucks again. I've rang him up 20 times in the last 2 weeks. They still just feed you bullshit. Alright, it's a warm up, for sure warm. I'm gonna warm up the legs because like I said, I set myself a goal because today I'm not feeling the best. So I set myself a goal. So once I reach that goal, I'm done. And that goal was kind of a big one. 225 pounds. for 100 reps. Sounds terrible. Volume training. So first off, I'm going to warm up my legs. I'm going to do some stabilization. So, stabilization, what I like to do, if I can find my weights. Oh, it's over here. My bad. So stabilization, you go down eccentric 4 seconds, you hold the isometric for 2 seconds, and then you power up the concentric for 1 second. Alright, I started doing this maybe 5 years ago. I was coming back from shoulder surgery and stuff. I was trying to build my legs. And it's a great way to like fire up the muscle. So I always like to do it just for a warm-up set. Move this out of the way. Alright. Got my shoes on. My Olympic lifting shoes I always wear for squats because there's a raised heel. Helps if you have tight Achilles, which I do. And better for your knees, keeps the weight in the better position. You can sit on the heels more without falling back. So yeah, if you don't have a pair and you like to do a lot of legs, Olympic lifting, I highly recommend actual Olympic lifting shoes. Anyway, let's do this warm up. That was hard. I haven't boxed like that for a while. So 4 seconds down. Okay, make sure you're sitting on back on the heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Power up. 1, 2, 3, hold. Power up. 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Power up. 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Power up. 1, 2, hold. Power up.
5.
Is that how many done?
Yeah.
Rappa. Gah. Alright, it's good.
8.
I did 8. Between 8 and 12. Again, I'm doing 100 reps at 225, so can you see me on there?
Yeah.
So yeah, any questions, guys? Ask me. I have no music. I need your help to get through this workout. Water. If you have any questions about how I got into performing, my background, if you want any help with nutrition or workouts. Alright, so again, I set myself a goal because that's very important for me. It's how I work out. I'm going to do hopefully 20 reps, maybe 3 sets of 20, and then I might have to cut it down a little bit. But in between, I'm going to do some handstand work. I'm going to go through some exercises for shoulder stabilization. So give my legs a rest, do some arm. Okay, maybe some advice, tips. I've got a nice new mat. So already got the sweat going. Jeez. Alright, first round. I'm terrible at counting, guys, so you might hear my dad help. Let's go. High bar. Five. 10. Hold it. Light-headed already. 1. 2. 3. Oh. 15. Good. Ah. Ah. Oh.
iRock 88 says put in that work and go and push.
Back squatting is one of my favourite exercises. It works the whole body. You're doing your core, you're doing your shoulders, your legs, your cardio. Especially if you do high reps, high intensity. Alright, so do some shoulder stuff. I always like to warm up. Put this on my face. Whitey eyes. If you've done any of my programs, you'll see this. You didn't even see me. No?
Yeah.
Anyway, so whitey eyes. Great exercise for the shoulders. Basically, rest your forehead down. You turn your thumbs up to the ceiling. Arms straight. Pull the shoulders down and back. And lift it straight. You're going to do like 20 reps. And ooh. Hey. So YTI, Y position, T, I, 20-20-20. It's a great exercise for posture. Okay, your shoulders round forward. It's working the lower traps to pull the shoulders back. A better posture. And then also this one next is a great exercise here. 9 degrees, you lift up.
Do you know of any good gymnastic camps for kids in the UK?
8, 1 sec. there. Gymnastics in the UK, depending if they're doing acro, which is what I did acro sport. There's a certain few clubs that are top. Like my club I went to was King Edmunds, then Wakefield, and then you've got DNS and Heathrow, Spelthorne. Some good clubs for acro, for artistic. Not 100% sure what's going on now. I've been gone for 10 years. I know Leeds Gymnastic has a great academy there for boys especially. So yeah.
And someone would like to improve their endurance. Any tips?
Improve endurance, just general like cardiovascular endurance. Endurance wise, like I like to always vary it. So like I'm not very good at just going for an hour run. Honestly, my mind isn't set in that stuff, so I like to do like, I'll do run rows or like cardio equipment going back and forth, so you're using different body parts, but you're staying at that high intensity. Interval training is my favourite in that sense, but you know, endurance, back squats, maximum reps, with a weight that you're comfortable with, like what I'm doing now. That's endurance there. Alright, second set. Oh. Very important breathing. Oh, I struggle. Alright, 50. I want to do 20, but fuck. I've still got lots of sets to do. Fuck. I need water.
Someone says, your English accent is crazy now. It's like half English, half American. Don't lose it, Wayne.
10 years Vegas. I've been 10 years in Vegas, so I've got an American kid. I'm trying my hardest. I always hang out with English people here, so. Whew. Fuck. Lower back's going first, guys. So last year I set myself a goal. When I turned 30, I wanted to do 20 reps at 315, 140 kilos. And I managed it. Alright, I was going up, working up, I was doing sets of 15 quite easily. Then the last couple were a struggle. And the day I did it, I had my GoPro and it didn't record. I was so pissed. But I like trained for like maybe 4 months to try to get up there. So it's always good then. I was going to the gym 3 or 4 times a week just doing legs. And ever since then I stopped. Once I reached my goal, I made myself a new goal. Actually I got injured. Then I made myself a new goal.
What do you think about Portal's method and approach?
Idle Portal?
Yeah.
Yeah. In all fairness, he obviously has got his thing going, but it's movement. It's like what we did as gymnasts, you know. Gymnastics is the fundamentals for any sport. All that movement he does is what we learn as kids. So you know, I've seen that since I was 7 years old. So, but I mean, he's got his thing going and it works, and he's unique, and he keeps it going. So yeah, it's whatever works for you guys, you know. You gotta find what you enjoy, what you like. You might like to go for an hour run. I don't. I like to get in the gym and lift heavy. I do legs, like non-stop, but I also do my body weight stuff, so upper body weight.
Do you do anything special for recovering?
I wish. No, not really. Stretch. We do 10 shows a week and I work out 5 days a week in the gym. I have 1 day off, mainly full day, that's Wednesday. So, yeah, I wish that we had better facilities for recovery. There's a lot of different stuff out there now, but in all fairness, I just make sure I work out, I feel and I learn and trust my body. Okay, I feel it. It's about knowing the movement. Okay, this is a shoulder exercise I was doing when I had a bad shoulder. Feeling the balance, stabilization. I don't know how I'm doing. But basically, if you transfer the weight, you're in complete control, okay? It's about body control, body awareness. Had Sean here the other day, strong guy, and he was doing all that planche stuff, and he's not far off being able to do it. He's got the strength, it's just learning how to control that. Okay, so all that planche stuff, it is 100% control. So, you know, that's what I like to, in my programs, is do all that stretching, all that movement stuff. Weight, I always do handstands at the gym. People say you're showing off. No, I'm learning my body. I'm learning what feels good. Before my act every night, I do 3 massive squat jumps and I jump up to handstand. And it's like a test for my body. If I jump high, I know I've got some power in my legs. If I feel my legs, I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna have to, I can judge from there how I'm gonna work that night, like in the show. And then the handstand is, I jump up to hands and see my line. Okay, because your handstand flexibility in the shoulders, if I'm tight, I'm going to feel it. And when I'm holding something by my head, if I'm holding here, pressure's on my lower back. So there's a lot of aspects to think about, you know. Right, I'm going to hit 15 again, hopefully, and then we'll be halfway. The exercise I just showed you there is a great exercise, easy to do at home. Okay, open the legs at first, and then get close together. But yeah, transfer the weight, feel the weight, and then feel the balance, where the weight is on the hand. Okay, and control it. If you feel like you're falling in, press off the thumb. That's like basics when you're in handstand. You learn to control the hand, the fingers. All right, strip off. Got the old compression pants on. I'm super hot. My dad's probably thinking I'm crazy. It's freezing outside. Dear, dear.
I thought my legs were feeling good today, but obviously not. I did do heavy squats on Tuesday, maybe that's why. But I set myself a goal, I'm going to do it. It means I have to do sets of 5. Alright guys. Where's the music? Oi.
You guys.
Ha. Ah. Huh.
2 more. 1 more.
Ah.
That's good.
Leg. Ah.
That's 1.
Ah.
Good man.
Oh, fun and games. It's all fun and games. Halfway. Halfway. Oh dear. Alright. Average. Any more questions? Tell you a bit more myself. I was born in Germany, lived in Germany for 7 years. My dad was in the military, so I was raised in a British camp, but I started doing gymnastics when my dad was go to the gym and lift weights. I wanted to do gymnastics. And I didn't know what soccer was or football, rugby. I didn't know any of these sports until I moved to England. And I still wanted to continue with gymnastics. So that's how I got into gymnastics, I think. That's what I remember. But the gym club I went to did sports acro. They didn't do artistic. So I started from the beginning. Acro, that was at Honiton. Anyone know where that is? Right, let's do some handstands. Let me see how soft this is. Alright guys, when you're doing handstands, it's always good to be safe. But if it's too soft, you're going to hurt your wrist. This is okay for me. So again with the handstands, kicking up the handstand, learning how to balance, okay? It's a couple of steps. This is a good way to learn. Again, what I was doing before, raising the hands, transferring the weight, finding the center, okay? It's the same position, you can tap, tap. It's a little bit too soft. But again, if you can do a good handstand.
So, there's a question there. Do you suggest this training to anyone who fights Muay Thai and wants to grow the body but keep it quick and light?
Yeah, of course. Power, like, I mean, you don't have to do the same weight, but that's endurance and power. You know, I'm sure when you're doing kicks, you want your power in your kicks. A lot of what I do, I have to be agile, fast, and strong. Power, okay. Body control, body awareness is what you guys really we're good for you, especially doing like rolls and learning spatial awareness. But yeah, I mean, there's no reason for you to not do this. I mean, I'm doing high volume here. You know, you can do fast reps, but you have to challenge yourself. I did 135, I would have finished by now. Right now, I don't want to do any more, but I'm going to push myself to do it. Even if I have to do sets of 5. Set yourself a goal and do it. That's how I work before I get in the gym. Sometimes I get there and I'm like, okay, and I'm thinking when I'm there, I'm like, what am I going to do? Let's try this. Sometimes it's really hard, like what I'm doing now. But you know, that's like the willpower to finish. You know, next time you say, okay, I'm going to do 100 reps, you're going to know what it's like. But Muay Thai, yeah.
How much time each day do you train for?
It depends really, but minimum an hour, hour and a half normally. Sometimes I get crazy and I'll just stay there. I'll keep myself busy, giving myself new challenges throughout the gym. Oh, I'll do that exercise before I leave. I don't really pick a day, a back position. Again, I have a problem with the fact I have to do shows at night. I do 10 shows a week, so I really can't, like this workout, I probably couldn't do on a day I'm working because I would have no legs at night. But I have nothing to do tonight. So deadlift is my biggest problem. I like to deadlift, but I can only do it once a week because otherwise my act is all lifting here. I just wouldn't be able to lift the go. So, I mean, I probably could go lighter, but I don't like to go light because I'm crazy. People would say, right, 50, we've got 50 left. Let's try number 50, let's do it. Okay, 70. Oh shit.
Two more. Last one.
Oh gosh. Ah. Alright, Bolson. My legs are dead. Alright, so I'm at 65. 35 left. Sorry, kids playing in the street. Alright, so I like to do a lot of Bosu work at the gym as well for that stability work, handstands. Alright, so I'm going to do some push-ups. So here, open the legs up, squeeze the shoulder blades down at the bottom here. Feel your shoulder blades come up, squeeze together, press, strong back. Don't just take it in the chest. Squeeze the back, press.
How can I fix this crooked back while doing a handstand?
Be more specific. So it's always good to do stuff like that and then straight away back to the floor and you'll feel the difference. Stabilizes. Okay? Same if you do squats, you can squat on there, straight away get off, do some squats on the floor. Crooked back, what do you mean, like a banana? If you loosen the back, you have a weak core. Core is very important. You gotta learn. Exercise lying down on flat on the floor here. Okay? Arms above you like in a handstand. Pull your shoulders down and try and get your lower back flat. Okay?
He says it looks like he's falling over, but not actually.
Yeah, you loosen the core. You have to slightly pike, engage the core here, keep the back flat. Best way to do that, against the wall. Walk up, face against the wall. This way up to handstand, and try and get your hands at the base of the wall. Okay, and then push up through, so you're here. Okay, if you're loose here, maybe you got bad flexibility in the shoulders. If you have bad flexibility in the shoulders, you will compensate in the lower back.
And what's your maximum weight you can do?
For what?
Just says maximum.
Maximum weight for what? A squat? 405. I've done it a couple of times, but I've never gone heavier than 405.
And do you incorporate any yoga in your workouts?
I used to do yoga. Again, I really don't say have time, but I put my focus and stuff into this, like working weights, what I enjoy. Every now and again I'll go and do a yoga class, yeah. My flexibility is not what it used to be, but it's very important. I always do dynamic stretching, which I say a lot of times. I didn't do it today, but in the gym I'll do my cardio, then I'll do dynamic stretching, because keeping that flexibility is very important. Okay, every day before the show I stretch, kind of, to an extent, what I need, okay? In gymnastics I did 15 years of like an hour stretching every day. It's something that I have flexibility now. It could be better, a lot better, but I do enough to do my job and enjoy what I do. So if you like yoga, do it. I'll do it every now and again, it's fun. Nothing wrong with yoga. It's good for you.
So thank you for the tips on the handstand. What do you eat after all the training?
Sometimes I get a shake, sometimes I eat clean, guys. Meat, a lot of meat. So if you're vegan, I'm apologizing. I am a big meat eater. So I like little light on carbs, meat, and then maybe a veg. But I keep it plain, no sauces really. Mom and Dad, when they cook for me, it's amazing because there's actually flavour to the food. But I just eat plain. I don't have a big.
What do you mean, Bob?
Well, maybe not Mom, Dad. All right, guys. Let's go set next set. I've got 35 left. Let's try and hit 12 maybe. 2 12 and 11. Oh, that sounds terrible.
2 tens.
That's 30. Oh, excuse the faces, guys. My legs are cramping. Oh, let's go. 4. Let's go 15.
Last one.
Oh yeah.
Fuck. Good.
Okay. Oh dear. Why did I do this? I always ask myself, why? Why me? Because I love it. Any more questions? Handstand tips? I'm sorry, really hard to breathe. My greatest advice probably, if you want to do, or when you're doing workouts, stabilization. Okay, it's going to help you work the core, work the shoulders. A lot of pullbacks. TRXs are great. Anything pulling back, rowing, avoid too many push-ups, too many bench presses, because all day we're driving, we're at the computer, we're on our phones, we're forward. We don't do enough back. And you've got to pull yourself back. It'll make your shoulders feel stronger. So every day you do chest, you do 2 back. I learned the hard way. You know, gymnastics where everything is forward, handstand planches, it's all forward. So we never did much back. So back. High rows. Avoid using the traps. You want the lower traps.
Okay.
Demonstrate.
So, guy here, Red Bull swimmer, looking to build more power in my legs, but have 5 herniated discs in my back. Any suggestions?
Ooh, painful. Hey, 1 second. Sorry, guys. Power on the legs, herniated disc. I mean, are you going to physio? It's a tough one because, I mean, with herniated disc, the best thing to do is let it recover. Okay, if you're going to keep pushing that, ain't going to recover. Herniated discs are like very sensitive, you know, and you can sneeze and worsen it. So I would say do a lot of core strength, strengthen just the core, the spine, and let that recover before you go heavy again. And when you do go heavy, you start with stabilization. So nice, slow, eccentric work. Slow down on the eccentric is always good, because as you're coming up, you don't have to power through. So you can do eccentric, and then, I mean, power comes from, you know, explosive movement, so jumping and stuff, but again, not with herniations. That's a tough one, because it'll never get better, and then you'll always fight the problem, and you go around in a circle, and then you'll never want to do anything. So that's pretty bad. 5 herniations though. Wow. All right, I've got 20 left. Huh?
About how that you might know.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to speak to your physio and your doctor, and that you know, that's dangerous. If you've got 5 herniations, you've got to let that recover first. All right, shoot me. I've got 20 left, yeah? I did 15 last time.
Yeah, you did. And any more tips on handstands would be great, in general.
Yeah, guys, I have a handstand program which is not up right now. Once it gets back up, I can give you links to that. It's a 6-week program. It has like every exercise for handstands. I'll do some more, but it's a good base, you know. Okay, 10. Sorry, I lost count.
Yeah.
Breathing like, oh, lightheaded. Okay. 10 left.
Thanks for the info from Red Bull Swimming.
You're welcome.
Do you train your calves?
Does it look like it? Not really, no. My training for cards, jumping. I do a lot of, I don't know if you guys ever seen me perform. My act is 5 minutes continuously lifting, running, stepping, turning. Again, I've got to be sensible, but no, it's a good answer. I train him for what I need him for, like jumping, flipping, but I don't do any specific calf exercises, jump rope. So, I'm not a bodybuilder, guys. I don't do men's physique. I look like this 365. I like to look good, but I work out to set goals, improve myself. Looking good comes from hard work. I don't take any steroids. I rarely take even protein. The only protein I take is after the gym. I eat healthy. I just love to push the boundaries, as you say. That's what I'm about, you know. I've been doing fitness since my first weight set I asked at Christmas when I was 7, no?
Yeah.
I learned to ride a bike and then I wanted a weight set. So, I have 10 left. I'm going to do right now. Any more questions, feel free. Oi. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Good man.
Fucker. Oh, there we go.
Lots of thank yous for the information.
So there you go, guys. 100 reps, 100 kilos, 225. That was my goal today. I honestly didn't want to work out, but I said I'll do 2 live workouts a week. And at the end of the day, sometimes you just got to get it done. It's easy to say no and give up. Set yourself a goal, even if it's a shitty goal. Set yourself a goal of doing 100 push-ups. Once you get going, the blood starts pumping. You might have a better workout than you ever expected. That's how it always works for me anyway. Alright, we'll do some ab work. Once I catch my breath, I'm going to stretch my legs and my massive calves.
This guy here says, would you ever consider doing a workout collaboration video with Pietro Ossili?
I don't know who that is, guys.
Yeah. You're an inspiration, man.
Thanks, guys.
What is the one muscle group that is your least favourite to work on?
Lower back. I honestly don't have. I don't like to do cardio, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I like to do endurance stuff, like anything longer than 20 minutes, I'm bored. And I like to go like out, you know, full out. So after 20 minutes, you like, if you go full out, you're kind of dying. But I mean, it's good for you. I don't like to do lower back and butt because I use it so much at work. It kills me at night time. Like doing 10 shows a week is hard, you know. I love my job to pieces, but it takes a toll on the body. Right, so stretching, very important. I just did a massive volume set. Okay, even if you're sitting like this, stretch out your quads, stretch out your glutes. Okay, you can do this at the end. I'm doing it now while I'm catching my breath before I do my abs.
Do you think you can burn more fat in boxing?
In boxing, I mean, how many fat boxers do you see? You know? I mean, even the heavyweights, you know, these guys are, their cardio endurance is amazing. Boxing depends. You can go to a boxing class and you can burn 1,000 calories. You can go to a high intensity interval training class, burn 1,000 calories. You can do a weight session, burn 1,000 calories. You know what my advice is? Do what you enjoy. If you feel like you want to go to a boxing class, go to a boxing class. Don't keep yourself in the boundaries of one way, you know? I like to do high intensity workouts. Doing 100 reps, 100 kilos, I'm pretty sure I'm burn a lot of calories a day, probably more than if I went to a rowing class or something, just because I wouldn't have put the effort in. It's what you enjoy, what you put the effort, because if you put your effort in, you'll burn calories.
How heavy are the people you lift, and do you find it difficult?
My partner, I wouldn't want to say a weight, but they're around, it depends. Females are around 50 kilos, 45 to 50 kilos, maybe a little bit heavier, and then the male guys are about 65 to 70. I think my old partner was 60 something. Yeah. They're not massive people, but you know, they're people, they're humans. And you do one time, it's okay. You do 10 times a week and you're tired and you've worked out 5 times, it takes a toll on the body. I mean, even pro sports, what pro sports plays 470 games a year? That's what we do, you know? We don't have an off season. All right, let's do my favorite ab workout. Can you see me there?
Yeah.
All right, so this is my favorite. It's what I like to do a lot. You can use a weight if you want. Basically, we're gonna go here, lift up, just the shoulders off the floor, exhale to lift. The legs are gonna be here, like this, and then drop the legs. We go down, and then we go up, down, up, down, up, down. All right, I'll just do it, because I told you much. 1, 2,
Any tips for
3,
improving
4,
flexibility for high
5,
kicks?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Splits. 1,
Split.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Oh yeah. What was a good warm up? Splits, ballet, bar work. So against the wall. Here, my legs are shaking. So here, okay. This way you're doing dynamic stretching. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So you're holding onto the wall and then you're kicking out, swinging the leg out. Because that way you're using the muscle to lift the leg as well and you're getting stretch. But then again, obviously flexibility, splits, static stretching. I mean, we sit in splits in gymnastics for a long time. There's no easy way. I mean, my flexibility is going out the window a little bit and that's my own fault. But again, I did all my years doing gymnastics. I don't need to do splits anymore. I wish I could still. I mean, see how far we can get.
Does building muscle make your flexible harder?
Not really. I mean, I haven't done that for a long time. Yeah, I mean, it is if you don't stretch. I'm lazy, I don't stretch every time after. I mean, that's honest truth. But again, like I said, I'm doing 10 shows a week. I'm working out 5 days a week. There's no excuses, you know. I do enough flexibility. If I'm sore, I'll stretch out because I know my body. I know what I need to be able to do for my job. If I didn't have that job and I could just work out for a living, yeah, I would probably spend an hour a day doing flexibility stretching. I'll do yoga. Yoga's probably the best way. If you have trouble with stretching, go to a yoga class. It's great. Work on your breathing, work on your flexibility. You're in a hot room, you sweat. And that's the best way to do flexibility in my eyes. But, you know, everyone's different.
So, a question for me. did your son get this level of commitment to fitness from you, and do you work out together sometimes?
Yeah, we used to.
Well, being an ex-military, I've always kept myself quite fit. Wayne used to come to the gym with me, and he used to.
I admired my dad as a kid. I used to always like flex, and used to, it was built. So I was like, oh, I want muscles like that. And then I would watch Gladiators, and that's why I asked for a weight set.
Yeah.
And then when I was,
and then working out together, yeah, a few years ago before Wayne joined Cirque, so we used to work out a little bit, but it's clear that he was leaving me behind. So I retired gracefully. Thank you for the question.
twist. This exercise is so important. My legs are shaking. It's to go straight up. Okay. Do not come over the head. Okay. You're not doing anything there. You want to go up and press. Up and press. I'm twisting now. So this one, you bend the legs if you don't have the flexibility, we'll go up, okay? So when push off the floor, you're using your abs then to lift as opposed to rolling. Right, I'm gonna take my top off now for this one. All right, so if you wanna have good abs, my legs are so shaky. If you wanna have good abs, all right, there's one exercise, V-sits. V-sits, tuck sits, V-sits, tuck sits. As a kid, we did these for hours. We'd hold like this, back is flat, we would roll, we'd do back stuff, we'd roll back, we'd hold, we'd V-sit, we'd V-sit, we'd V-sit. Okay? If you did 10 minutes every day, you're not gonna have abs. You're gonna have a strong strong core. Okay? Your abs are there under your fat. You gotta burn the fat first, okay? People always say, oh, you're not going to get abs from doing abs. No, you're going to get a strong core. You're going to have the abs there. You've got to burn the fat off as well.
Okay.
But
when you were a gymnast, what was your speciality, your favourite event?
I was at acro, so I balanced people ever since I was a kid. If you go on my YouTube, you can see my demo reel. It's a really beautiful sport, really. It's just not recognised because, I don't know why it's not recognised, but it's not an Olympic sport, so it's not recognised. But it's on a floor square, we tumble, we dance, we do crazy stuff. I worked in a men's four, so we would throw a guy up, he would do double somersault, land back on our hands. It's a brutal sport, so it was all kind of one discipline. I wish I'd done artistic in one sense because it's individual and I felt like I could have pushed myself harder. So I've never really been like an individual sport, so that's why I think when I work out, I really push myself. So anyway,
can I ask you in French? Not really, neither of us speak French.
10, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Over. If you can't do leg straight because of flexibility and you feel your hip flexors, bend the legs. 3 sets of 20. Do it. How long will that take you? 4 minutes at home? At home, if you have trouble, you don't have time to work out. Burpee. Do burpees. Do some V-sits. Do some squats. You don't need equipment, you can use your body weight. Just make it intense. Have you ever heard of Tabata? 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off? Alright? Do burpees for 4 minutes straight. I tell you now, if you're not out of breath and then you're superhuman. It's a great way. You can do that every single day at home. It takes you 4 minutes. I tell you what, if you did that every day, maybe twice a day, from your normal routine, you might see a difference. It's just making a difference, but you have to do things fun. The way to make it fun, do Tabata, okay, and count your rounds. It's 8 rounds, you have 20 seconds. If you do 6 burpees in 20 seconds on the first round, and on the last round you do 2 burpees in 20 seconds, then you have a goal to try to do 6 burpees every round for the 8 rounds. You have to set yourself a goal. I believe that, because otherwise you don't really want to be there. There's no purpose of being there. So
does it hurt your wrists to launch a person and hold the landing with only your hands?
Yeah, I mean, it takes, like, you get used to it, you know? Like, we would have banking, so to land on your hands, I had multiple fractures in my hands, but, you know, it's like anything, you adapt. We humans, we adapt.
What about your ab routine to perfecting that V cut you've got?
Abs, I'm doing now, V-sits. Leg lifts, V-sits. Leg lifts, V-sits. I'll go another 20. Here, back to flat, up, 1, 2, 3. I don't go to back to the floor, I keep the back flat. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Okay, the question for us both.
Oh.
How long can you do what you do? Is there an age cut off, and once you get to a certain age?
No, not at all. Honestly, the second you stop moving, I feel like you die. Your body seizes up. I want to personally continue to go. Even if I'm injured, I'll find a way to keep moving. You gotta keep moving. It's probably a harsh statement. Dad look at me like, oh, that's bold. But my great grandma lived till she was 100, and she was baking cakes every day till 95. The second that she had to go, she couldn't live on her own, she stopped baking, she pretty much stopped. She had a purpose every day to get up and bake a cake. Even if nobody needed it, she loved to bake. That was her goal. And she was full of life. But then 2 years later, after she had to go in a home, or, you know, she deteriorated fast. So I just want to keep going until I can. Never too old. If you think you're too old, then you've already set yourself, you've already lost before you started, I think. I'm not going to sit there and preach to people. I see all these fitness people doing all the time. You got to do this, you got to do that. You got to know your own body. That's the most important thing. Know your own body. What you like to do, what gets you motivated. You got to find it. You can look at. I watch other people. You know, I see other people working out. I see other stuff. I see goals. I'm like, oh, I want to do that. So yeah, I look at other people to set myself on my own goals. But you got to set your own goals.
Yeah. Body in motion stays in motion.
Yeah.
That's what's something like that.
Oh, that's a nice.
Do you like other sports, such as soccer or something?
I love sports. Sport is, for me, is sport. I'd go and do sport any day. Like, you want to go play football, I'll go play football. As long as I don't get injured for my sport, my job, that's all I care about, is obviously looking after myself. But yeah, I love to play football, I love to play rugby. I'll play any sport.
Have you had any serious injuries?
You know, I had shoulder surgery back in 2009 from a bad catch. Bicep tore off, yeah. I broke my ankle. See, I'm just like, I like to go to hands and just feel where the weight is. I'm not always in the same position. Just feeling where the weight is. I mean, I'm not a handstand specialist, but I like to be upside down. I like to feel my body, know my body.
What's your weight and are you ever lifted?
I like to keep my feet on the ground, guys. Yeah, I used to be lifted. I used to stand on somebody's shoulders. I would stand on somebody's shoulders, and then I would catch on my shoulders. And I did men's 4. I was the second man. I was never the bottom man. I'm 180 pounds now, give or take.
How many times a week do you train?
5 days a week. 5 days a week. I look like bedhead. 5 days a week. Mostly. Like some days, you know, some weeks I'm not there, but that's 52 weeks a year. I'll take one vacation. I'll have a week off. I'll go away with Ron or something, or I'll take.
45 seconds left.
How many?
45.
What for?
This one says 39 seconds remaining.
Oh, I'm at time. Alright guys, I'm going to jump in the pool. We'll probably film it on the other one. Go check out the YouTube so you can fast forward a lot of that. That was kind of very personal for me. We can do more. Again, ask me questions. I'll DM me so I can answer the next workout. I just did 100 reps at 225. It sucked.